Woohoo! Hey, people, welcome to the Mental Health Warriors. I am your host today. My name's Mary NixonHahn, and I am from Lincoln, Nebraska. Um, I'm an author, a CEO, autistic veteran. I live in Lincoln and broadcast from England. Gotta love it. Um, Today's program probably going to be short. I didn't have the intros. I'm still new to this, so just be patient with me as I navigate my first opportunity to host my own show and be able to come to you from a perspective of autistic and veterans. Again, I am from Lincoln, Nebraska, and I spend most of my time working with people that have autism or veteran status. I think my show is going to kind of combine the two of being autistic and being able to uh, coordinate what's between each other and how I myself live with autism and being a veteran. So we're going to kind of do some commonalities and some similarities and obviously there's differences as well. And so it's one of those where I just want to have people understand who I am and how I can help people throughout different facets of their life and just really know what's going on with different areas of autism and being a veteran. Um, as I said before, I've written a couple of books and am working on different stuff as far as how being autistic and veterans kind of come together. Um, for me, it's about the differences of were you a veteran and served in the military, and did you find out after you came out of the military that you were autistic? That's kind of where I stand. I wasn't diagnosed as autistic until about 23, 24 years old, um, after going through some testing for traumatic brain injury when I went through the military. I'm also a mother of three autistic sons, so I have a couple different areas that are vast areas and are able to cover both areas and enlighten people on different stuff that they are doing. Um, I guess my biggest thing is, as I walk through my books, learned how to be autistic and find my way through the workplace. A lot of situations that I had was uh, people not listening. I think for me, being autistic and people not being able to understand you and different stuff like that, it's frustrating when you can't totally communicate because people don't understand you as far as that goes. Um, I spent a lot of time teaching myself how to be a good representative of what I stood for as far as autism in the workplace. Um, so I did that. A little bit about my books. The title of my book is from the inside out, and being able to how I functioned through working corporate retail with Walmart and how I got to be in the position that I actually was looking forward to doing. Um, I made my goal of being a hourly supervisor and was able to teach and train with that. I also had an opportunity to do some WebExes for Walmart themselves. Did 4 weeks worth of them for teaching and training for assistant managers and the diversity and ethics area of their learning. I was proud to say that I had about 2,700 people in 4 weeks. So that was kind of fun for me. And just to hear the acknowledgement of my own management team and being able to express to them what it meant to be autistic. The biggest thing for me was them, after doing the presentations, was them allowing me to just be myself and be who I am. A little more on my military background. I was in the military from 1986 to 1988. I was a diesel refueler and a mechanic on top of it. It was a learning curve for me because I had spent so much time in a small town. I didn't realize the vast nature of different people and stuff. So, it was a learning curve. I wasn't your brilliant learner from a book. So it was nice to have people that would sit with me and help me study in different areas and different categories. I also learned how to jump out of airplanes, and within that realm, I ended up with a traumatic brain injury and was able to go through that and learn more about myself as far as that goes. It was a long process with that. I still have issues with the PTSD and the things that go along with that. To this day, I still deal with issues like that. So I think this is probably not going to be a very long video, but I think what I want to do is have people come aboard. I have some guests I'm going to invite that either are on the autism spectrum or teach autism and work with autistic people. Or I'm going to also cross over into the veterans realm with the PTSD, anxiety, and depression, and even the process of the possibilities of suicide, because I know there's a lot of issues with the mental health aspect of both autism and being a veteran. So my goal about this is being able to share with people the commonalities I see, especially being a mother with 3 autistic kids and being autistic myself. So it's a area that I don't think a lot of people challenge or even talk about. And so for me, it's been an opportunity to kind of combine both my worlds all at once. And God has really opened my eyes to this situation. I know that's not a lot of stuff that's talked about it, because I think you have 2 massive areas within autism and being a veteran. So what I would like is, if you have any questions, you can put them in there. And each Tuesday I'll be on at noon and be able to share with you more. I think next week I'm working on getting possibly one of my coaches or leaders in the area of just overall mental health and how we can help one another that way. I'm also looking at anybody that wants to be a part of, come on and join me. I want this to be a safe zone. I want people to be able to express themselves, to be able to realize that I'm a side-by-side leader. I love talking to people about both being a veteran and being autistic. And so I just want people to understand that I'm here for you. And each Tuesday at noon, we'll be here. And you know what? It doesn't even have to be question and answer. We can just sit and share. And I'm okay with that because most of the times, people just need an opportunity to express something to somebody that maybe it will go farther. And what encouraged me to join the Mental Health Warriors from Adam? Well, Adam, I think a lot of people, mental health is kind of an area where people don't talk a lot about it. And for me, it's a situation where you don't want to be the loudest person in the room, but you want to be noticed and to understand that mental health doesn't just affect me or you, it affects everybody. And you and I was on your wife Carrie's show, and then you also have another co-host that's just beautiful that lives here in Nebraska with me, Andrea Evans. Mental health it's not just one group of people, it's everybody. And so the biggest thing for me is getting people to understand that it's not even it's everybody, and the mental health aspect is really starting to show up, especially after everybody being shut in from the pandemic and stuff. And so what used to be something nobody really recognized, now it's really prevalent. And just being able to share with you and your folks on your Mental Health Warriors, and just being a part of a group of people that understand what mental health is. And so that's kind of where I'm at. I just like the diversity of group of people, and mental health is more than just one person. It's everybody. If you take a deeper look into yourself, then you understand that if you're suffering with a traumatic brain injury, what's the person next to you, suffering with? I think it's a question that needs to be asked all the time. So in reality, like I said, I want this to be a group where, yes, I might have a guest and stuff, but I just want people to come here and share. It doesn't even have to be a veteran. You don't even have to be autistic. I just want people to feel comfortable with me. The way I'm talking to you now, it literally is the way I talk to everybody. I'm not a loud person. Yeah, I do have triggers just like everybody else, but I'm a leader of just being here for people. It's all about kindness. It's about what can we do for each other. I think people oftentimes will see that they are they think they're by themselves, but I don't want my show to feel like that. And the biggest thing for me is being able to, you're welcome, Elizabeth. Yeah, I'm very transparent. You can ask me a question. Yes, I may have to ask for clarification. Adam knows that. Carrie knows that. But if we don't clarify what you want for an answer, then how am I going to give you a good enough answer? And what I want people to also understand, it's not about me. Just because I'm sitting here and I'm a host, it's not about me. It's about we as a group. What can we do as a group? What can we do as a mental health warrior to help Adam, to help Carrie, to help Elizabeth, or just help anybody? I mean, my oldest son just reached out to me and said, "Mom, I need your help." Cool. I want this to be a place where people can feel the need to reach out and understand that together we can do this. And so that's a lot about me, and how I plan to pursue Adam and I will get together next week and we'll get this all figured out and I'll get all the videos in place. But, I'm not a person that likes to have a long chat. I like to do poignant chats. So next week, I think I'm going to run my topic kind of around the autism stuff. And I'm going to check with one of my coaches and see if they would like to join me. But, a long-winded way to say that I'm really happy to be here and and having the opportunity to actually have my own podcast. I was on just before with Adam, and he's like, do this, 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 and this. And I'm okay. So, yes, I next week we'll start with autism, and I might run through a couple points in my book. Again, my book is From the Inside Out, and you can get those on Amazon. You can also get them at Barnes and Noble, and I believe there's a group. I'm not sure the bookstore internationally that you can get them to as well. So, again, I won't keep everybody too long because I just wanted this to be an introduction, people to know that this is a safe zone, and we can do some more pointed talking next week as far as that. And again, like I said, I'm looking at getting a co-host with me, and we'll talk probably more about the autism side and stuff like that. Oop. What has my journey taught you about myself? Oh, thanks, Elizabeth. What my journey has taught me that it's really not about necessarily what I think, but how I think of it. My journey has taught me that I'm stronger than I appear. My journey also has taught me that your past is a part of you and you can't change that. What you can do is refocus it, and how different things we can do to bring what we've learned to where we're at now. So the biggest thing it's taught me is you need to speak what you're passionate about. And the more people that hear what you're passionate about, it gives them a voice to understand where they're coming from and where they're going. The biggest thing about myself is I know what my limits are now and how much I can go. And it also has taught me about how to watch watch how I'm triggered and how to adjust accordingly. So the biggest thing about that is like being grounded in who you are. Still a learning curve, definitely still a learning curve, but it's taught me that I'm really stronger than I appear. And in all reality, my support system of my 3 sons and my husband are just amazing. And then with the addition of Adam and Carrie and Andrea, it's just positive reinforcement as far as that goes. So if nobody else has any questions, I think I'm going to stop there. I really appreciate the opportunity. Thank you, Elizabeth. I just want everybody to know, noon on Tuesdays in America at 6 p.m. in England. So I would love for anybody to invite others to come join us, and excuse me, we'll go from there. Thank you for the time. Thank you, Carrie.